It's New Year's Eve, so what's better than to bring in the new year by talking about the 2022 business predictions that I believe in. Being in business, we all know how important it is to keep one eye on what's happening in the present, but to also keep one eye firmly fixed on what's trending for the future. Whilst nobody can tell you for certain, there always tend to be signs that can help you track the likely movements. You know the jazz. Laying the groundwork to realign your business with changes quickly can give you that competitive edge that will solidify your business triumphs for the next few years. Take what resonates with you from this video, park whatever doesn't. Let's get started. Prediction 1. E-commerce business will thrive. 2020 brought with it a pandemic that changed our customers' needs overnight. They suddenly needed to shop safely from home, meaning that businesses like ours had to muster up superhuman effort to adapt and service those changing needs. 2 years later, this shift in digital buying channels is going nowhere. With the lingering doubts of how COVID-19 will play out, coupled with the fact that our customers are now enjoying the convenience of online buying, has meant that the market is primed for e-commerce businesses to thrive. In case you're wondering how to adapt a non-retail business into a more e-commerce orientated enterprise, you might want to check out my video on the subject. Shameless plug there, I know. Whilst there is an upfront setup cost that might be discouraging you to take the plunge, the truth of the matter is that there are opportunities for massive cost savings in the long run. The technology manages basic functions in your business, allowing you to employ a smaller, core function team to manage the system output. This same tech can collect data too to help guide your business decisions whilst also providing a consistent and on-brand customer buying experience. This is a win-win scenario for sure. Sleep on it at your own peril. If you're thinking about starting a new business, the e-commerce space is definitely the one to consider. Prediction 2. Authentic businesses will win the customer. I'm sure you'd agree with me when I would say that today's consumers are seeking a more meaningful connection with brands. Customers aren't just interested in perfectly curated and filtered imagery. They want to know why the business does what it does and even how it does it. Imagine a scenario where a new jewelry brand startup posts a collection of perfect product pictures on Instagram. On TikTok, however, the founder of the same business makes behind-the-scenes content showing how she's building the business, making decisions, and choosing what path her business will take. I am willing to bet my top dollar that the TikTok content is what will mobilize potential customers more to make a purchase rather than the perfect images on Instagram. By showing who you really are, you are presenting an air of authenticity that fosters a deeper human connection with a potential customer. As humans, we like to see brands and business leaders display important human qualities like honesty, reliability, empathy, compassion, humility, and maybe even a bit of vulnerability and fear. Most customers have made peace with the fact that we are in business to make a profit, but there is a part of them that wants brands and leaders to care about issues and stand for them more than just turn a profit. If you can share the more human side of your business in 2022 and show your purposeful decisions, I reckon you're looking at connecting with your customers far better than you ever have. In case you're not minded to make any changes to your approach, know that although it won't necessarily force a mass exodus of customers from your business, it will open the door slightly for some of them to trickle away to brands that are being more authentic. My advice, shore up against the risk of any such leakages. Prediction 3. Sustainable, resilient operations will be judged the best. We're now at a time when our customers, old and new, are talking to each other directly on social media platforms. I believe this and the availability of products to buy globally rather than just in local markets is what has given rise to an increasing trend of conscious consumption. Conscious consumerism is the orientation of purchasing practices with a commitment to making purchase decisions that have a positive social, economic, and environmental impact. In other words, it's a movement where consumers vote with their money by buying ethical products, avoiding unethical companies, and sometimes not buying at all. In order to protect against a customer cancel moment, it is best to open up your mind to how you can become a more sustainable and resilient operation. I suggest you consider how your business can eliminate or reduce environmental costs of your business to the environment as a whole. Decarbonizing the supply chain is a logical place to start, but forward-thinking businesses are looking beyond the supply chain to improve sustainability across all of their business operations. It is fair to say the more sustainable you are, the greater chances are that your business will be resilient enough to adapt and survive for the long term. I think that's reason enough to get behind this likely forecast for 2022. Prediction number 4. Customers will want more personalization across all business interaction channels. Until now, so much of the focus of personalization has been in the sales pipelines of businesses. As we're moving into 2022, there is a greater acceptance of the theory that all customer touchpoints with the business are moments you want to be putting your best foot forward, and there is nothing better in the customer's eyes than a personalized experience. People expect you to know them, acknowledge them, and interact with them on all channels they use. The key is to not only provide a more personalized experience, but also create a seamless and consistent brand experience. Take online deliveries now. Until a few years ago, it was accepted that once you made a purchase from an online shop, you would be directed to the delivery network for direct updates. Now, as soon as you make the purchase, the brand takes responsibility to provide you updates on your purchase's transit and eventual delivery to you through emails and even text updates. It now feels like the brand is delivering my package to me as opposed to FedEx or DPD. To bring personalization into your business more, you'll need to conduct a comprehensive customer research study for your 2022 strategy. My advice is that your business should identify all the relevant customer contact points, and you should start building a plan to centralize customer data to ensure seamless engagement across all your channels. By doing this, your marketing, sales, and customer support departments will be empowered to work together more efficiently and drive your business forward. Prediction 5. You can't ignore the benefits of AI on business. The time has come for any fears and overall reluctance we might be feeling about understanding and using artificial intelligence in our business is overcome. Trust me when I say I am saying this as much to myself as I am saying it to you. By 2023, it is expected that a massive 70% of customer interactions will involve emerging technologies versus 15% in 2018. Artificial intelligence can provide you with such a variety of benefits, such as increasing sales, getting to know your customer better, and even preventing fraud. And who wouldn't want all of that? Let's look at some of the examples of how AI can help businesses. We've got chatbots on websites and social media, smart assistants such as Siri, facial recognition, personalized recommendations, fraud detection systems, personalized ads, and marketing. I am sure you already recognize so many of these, and perhaps you already use them when you're interacting with other businesses. We have come to the point where artificial intelligence is not something discussed in an expert article in a tech magazine. It is already touching our lives and that of our customers. It's time you explore where AI can work for your business. After all, you never know how this trend can help your business expand and succeed, so it's definitely worth a try. Prediction 6, more investment into making remote work more effective. Whether businesses were ready for it or not, COVID-19 brought a massive shift to a more remote workplace. At the peak of the pandemic, this was one of the prerequisites for business continuity. But it is interesting to note that remote work will continue to dominate the world of work in the new normal. No matter what the industry or the size of their business, business leaders are increasingly embracing e-commerce processes, relocating operations online, and dealing with remote employees. In 2022, the discussion is no longer how to switch to remote work. It's all about how to make it work better. How do we lead remotely to achieve efficiency and higher productivity? How do we recruit the next best talent for the business without inviting them to the office? And how do we strategize and work on the business without being in close proximity to our team? A great start is no doubt a better conferencing solution and a comprehensive collaboration platform for your remote employees. But I would say a lot has to be done about making a psychological shift from micromanaging and spoon feeding to responsibility-based work division amongst the team. The thing is, this change can't be a C-suite pivot. There will need to be a buy-in from all your team. For that, there will need to be a radical acceptance that remote working is here to stay. Prediction 7. Employee happiness will dictate business growth. Businesses have undoubtedly been in a state of flux since 2020. 2022 is going to be all about finding stability and a rhythm to our workplace. And the best way we are going to achieve this is by reinforcing our employee base. Considerations about employee mental health, retention, and happiness are all going to be live efforts by any business that wants to strengthen its business. Investing in employee advancement and employee happiness programs will allow you to retain and attract the best talents as new career opportunities arise. Increasing salaries and financial incentives, along with creating a positive company culture and leading by example, will be the key to retaining employees. Furthermore, investing some time and energy into automating parts of the work process will enable your employees to do better work, since they can shift their attention away from monotonous tasks, leaving them to do more meaningful work, which will make them feel more creatively satisfied. Sometimes I really do feel that not enough credit is given to people who lead businesses. As much as we have to be in the now, we are often the first to be affected by the changing tides of the world around us. Nobody can truly say what will happen in your business in the future, but you yourself are uniquely placed to make the best judgment call. Taking the time to watch opinion pieces like this video should hopefully have fired up your thoughts and you have shortlisted a Go Get 'em Tiger action list. I'd love to hear what resonated with you. Until next time, you've got this. Happy New Year. Hi, my name's Priyanka, and I know a deep, dark secret that you're holding in your heart. You love business and you really want to subscribe to this channel. Do it. I believe in you.